Tous les matins nous allons plus loin, sur la plus jolie Saint-Jacques nous appelle, c'est la voie des Compostelles. Ultreia, Ultreia, ex Suseia, Deus adjuva-nos. Tous les matins nous allons plus loin, sur la plus jolie Saint-Jacques nous appelle, c'est la voie des Compostelles. Ultreia, Ultreia, ex Suseia, Deus adjuva-nos. Tous les matins nous allons plus loin, sur la plus jolie Saint-Jacques nous appelle, c'est la voie des Compostelles.
So why are we here in this little town in France, waiting to walk 500 miles to Santiago de Compostela? Everybody walks their own Camino. We do not begin this journey with a set of expectations or plans based on somebody else's stories or even our last walk. The Camino will write this story and provide us with our own set of memories and insights. This is our second walk along the Camino Frances. We will make it a point this time to walk slowly, where we may hear the voice of God spoken along the path through the flowers, birds, and rocks. We begin this journey by lighting the first of many candles and realizing we will be following in the footsteps of millions of pilgrims who came before us. Long-distance walking allows you to appreciate the beauty of all things small and large, the mountains, the morning dew, a bird's song, or even obstacles like rocks and mud are seen from a new perspective. And if by chance the gods smile on us along this way, we may even catch a glimpse of infinity. Today's walk is a short one, 8 to 9 kilometers. So there's time for a quick lunch at Orison before we head off to our albergue at Borda.
Now we're nearly the Borda.
Today we walk through a thin place, a place where the veil that separates heaven and earth is lifted. 3 years ago, I was immobilized by hypothermia at the Virgin of Orison. As my vision darkened, I had a glimpse through this veil. On this walk, I'll give thanks and gratitude at the statue of the Virgin to all the pilgrims and first responders who rendered aid that day, leaving a small token of appreciation. Maybe these horses were in recognition of my gratitude. They were certainly a stunning sight.
Hola España, nosotros estamos aquí. We're at the highest point of Leopold. We'll be heading down into that valley.
How's the tortilla?
Deliciosos. Izuma de naranja.
Muy bueno.
As we walk these paths for a second time, places are remembered, but their appearance is somehow different. Maybe it's the time of day or the weather, or possibly our perceptions have grown. Famous Greek philosopher once said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man."
All right, down the path to Linzoen, where we're spending the night. At the top of the ridge, heading towards Zubiri, power lines, just as I remembered from 3 years ago.
Camino.
Bye, Camino.
The Camino is not just about beautiful scenery. As in life, the journey is also about how we deal with obstacles. Like the flowers we photograph, today's rocks and uneven path are aspects of the One. Call it God, the Great Spirit, the universe, or whatever you wish. Carefully stepping over and around these rocks, we are a part of a great cosmic dance.
Zona de Perros, but there is Zubiri.
I've never been so happy to see the end of a trail.
There it is, the bridge to Zubiri and the albergue Rio Arga where we'll be spending tonight.
Smile!
Smile.
Coffee. Oh my God. Coffee Americano y coffee con leche.
The electronics industry.
Great.
Hyvä. Joo. Niin ne menee vaan kasvaa ne lapset.
Catholic churches exist all along the Camino. The word Catholic means universal, an affirmation of the universal spiritual yearning that all people experience. My spirituality embraces all members of the human family and indeed the whole cosmos. Along the Camino, aid is mutually given. In the ancient churches along the way, there is a feeling that we can also count on the support of those who have gone before us. Our deceased parents, friends, and holy ones remain a part of our family. One family whose bonds are not cut by time or death itself. In the silence of the churches and cathedrals, we can feel each other's presence and love.
Right, the Pamplona Bridge to the old town. We're getting close. We're in Pamplona, in front of the cathedral, waiting to meet our host who's going to show us to our apartamento.
Too often the past feeds depression and the future feeds anxiety. So the present is generally a more healthy space to abide. Walking tends to help us come back to the present, aware of the precise moment our feet touch Mother Earth with the gift of now. It is in the present that we are granted forgiveness.
170 breaths to go up that hill. And the last time I did that, it took me 2 stops. This time, non-stop, 170 breaths, 3 years older.
Good on you.
Beer to bananas.
Dated at about 1170 AD, Unadi is something of a mystery. The octagonal layout and the cloister that surrounds it make it different from any other church. Some historians think it may be the work of the Knights Templar or perhaps a hospital of the Order of St. John. Local tradition claims it was built as a funeral chapel for a noble lady whose tomb lies under the church. However, the remains of pilgrims carrying scallop shells have also been found. This is one heck of a hill, just outside of Ponte la Reina. Cambio de libros.
Nice little chairs up there. Band-aids. Santiago, 676.
We've arrived in Lorca.
Muchas gracias. De nada.
All right, this is a special day. First time gonna walk in the shorts.
Oh, I don't know. I think you could have taken them off yesterday too.
Okay, that's good. Monastery in Ultreia. What's it say?
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Congratulations on making it this far on the Camino. This rose is preserved and we chose it especially for its ease of carrying on your backpack. You can think of us every time you look at it. Love, Eric and Annalise.
Pilgrims are people who figure things out as they walk. On the road, you can think forward, you can think back, you can make a list of things to remember to tell those at home.
Very long, hot road to Los Arcos. Little under 2 miles to Los Arcos. Everybody has stopped for a short rest.
Qué raro. No, de raro es que te encargarías. No, de nada. Voy a dar una vuelta.
We don't come to the Camino looking for answers. We come with an open heart. Movement, openness, and desire are fundamental parts of a pilgrimage. Give value to the persistence of a question over the discovery of an answer.
Relaxing in Viana.
Rest day in Viana, sorting our stuff, and we sent 1.5 kilos back to the US at the Correo. Be careful, don't drop your clothes when you pin them. Our time on the Camino is sacred time. As a pilgrim, travel for me is made holy by its slowness. I see things that the drivers of the automobiles don't see. I feel things they will never feel. I have time to ponder, imagine, daydream. Although I tire and feel thirsty in my slow walking, I make discoveries. I learn that my whole life going forward is sacred time. All of life is a Camino, and every moment is sacred.
We're in Nájera.
The former convent of Santa Maria la Real lies nestled in a mountain slope in Nájera. It was founded in 1052 by King Garcia Sanchez III because, according to legend, he found the statue of the Madonna in a cave during a hunt. Through a narrow corridor you can enter this cave. The Virgin worshipped in the grotto is from the 13th century. The ancient mysteries of places like this begin to create understanding. I was told in a month you will understand more, and in 6 months even more, and in a year still more. And when you die, you will know how good it is that you have made this journey. Apartamento Vino y Camino.
They're just exquisite, aren't they? This is one of the best tortillas we've had. Too bad we can't film the deliciousness, but Wayne can show us how good it is. Bueno?
Muy bueno. According to the legend, a young man and his family were traveling as pilgrims to Santiago. On the way, they stopped in Santo Domingo for the night, where he rejected the advances of an innkeeper's daughter. Upset with the rejection, the young woman hid a silver cup in the pilgrim's bag, who would later be accused of theft and condemned to death. On their return from Santiago, his parents found their son still alive, thanks to the intervention of Saint Dominic, who knew of the young man's innocence. Surprised by such a miracle, the parents went to the authorities to let them know. The judge, being skeptical, replied that their son would be as alive as the roasted chickens he was going to eat that very moment. As he pronounced these words, the cock and hen instantly got up on the plate, their white feathers grew back, and they started to sing. Belorado is a town of murals. Tolstoy once said, "Art is a human activity that one consciously hands on to others, feelings he has lived through, and then others are infected by these feelings and also experience them." In other words, art can be thought of as a symbol of what it means to be human. The murals of Belorado are representations of something that is intangible, a thought, an emotion, or a feeling. As the sun rises each morning, the songs of birds greet the day and the fog begins to lift. A light pack carries all you own, a change of clothes, rain gear, snacks, and water. As a reality, the Camino makes you simpler, brings you closer to nature. The morning walk also brings on hunger, and it's time to stop for a snack. Hace 3 años estaba muy enfermo aquí y necesitaba llamar a un taxi.
Everybody using dryers. I know. It's insane. It is crazy.
How are we to know ourselves? Is it possible to know ourselves fully? When we walk by a puddle, we see our reflection, but we know that what we see is not the full picture. The image reveals our appearance, but does not capture our thoughts, our feelings, or our soul. The way we live, how we act, and who we surround ourselves with give further glimpses of who we are. Each of us unfolds as a human being with experiences, relationships, and choices we make.
Oye, cuidado con la Grace Kelly.
Ah,
The Kerry.
in the mail.
Oh.
Yesterday, 2 persons of Sacramento.
Yeah, we know them.
The 2 sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patty.
Hello, Kerry. Hello, Kerry. Hola. You like thunder? Hello. You like thunder?
Three and a half hours later this morning, and we're now approaching San Juan de Ortega.
Lots of people have their backpacks transported.
Ten miles east of Burgos is one of the world's most important archaeological sites for the study of human evolution. Skeletal remains were discovered there that are believed to be the earliest evidence of humans in Western Europe. The Museum of Human Evolution in Burgos reflects this discovery. The display explains that of all the human traits, symbolic language is the most unique. It demonstrates the complexity of the human mind and its capacity for abstract thought, leading to concrete results. The amazing Burgos Cathedral is one such result. Burgos Cathedral is the oldest Gothic cathedral in Spain and one of the first built in Europe. Its construction began in 1221 and was completed 200 years later. The cathedral contains 38 altarpieces, ornate religious imagery, and is the final resting place of the legendary El Cid.
Mi amigo.
Long-distance hiking is not the same as just walking. You hike for several hours each day, and after some time you fall into your own rhythm. The repetitive pulse of your steps or the hiking poles frees up your mind. As you walk, you can experience the true power of the pilgrimage.
Okay, it's a video. You can walk.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Au revoir.
My prayers here only exist in the practices that collectively established a living tradition that is my heritage, which my parents and the pilgrims around me have given. All the inner experiences of these past weeks have real links with the experiences of both the living and the dead who accompany me on this journey. Let the light of this candle and the others I will light along the way carry my prayers for my loved ones. When something negative happens, or when we are struck by adversity, don't be surprised by it, but see it as an opportunity to choose a different path.
Les matins, nous allons plus loin, sur la prison Saint-Jacques nous appelle, c'est la voie de Compostelle. Ultreia, et Suseia, Deus adiuva-nos.
It was a greeting, the way you say buen camino to each other when you meet. In the medieval times it is medieval Latin. And one pilgrim said Ultreia, go on, and the other said et Suseia, that means and always upwards.
El Señor os bendiga, hermanos, el Señor os guarde, os muestre su paz, os tenga piedad, os vuelva su rostro y os dé la paz. El Señor os bendiga, hermanos, y os haga tan claros como un poco de agua.
It has been said that the Camino is a personal journey where you meet people meant to come into your lives for just a short period of time to fulfill a mission. What are you going to order?
Pizza. Last night it was all fried food, so it's pizza tonight. So what are you drinking there?
Aquarius.
Ah.
Magnum chocolate doble. Yum yum. After coming to the realization that my ankle was going to require days of rest, we sought out an extended stay with the Marist brothers at the Albergue de Peregrinos de la Santa Cruz in Sahun. Marist Fathers are a religious congregation born in France in 1836. Their mission is to be Mary's presence in the world through humility, simplicity, compassion, and service. While things don't always go as planned, I'm learning to let go of expectations, to simply let destiny unfold. It has been said that people are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out, but when the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there is a light from within.
J'avais été créée.
D'accord.
Puis,
Mais c'est pas écrit ici? Est-ce
non,
que tu peux?
Ah, peut-être oui, tu as raison.
And then when the food comes, we'll take another picture. Due to my swollen ankle, a bus ride from Lyon dropped us off in this small village. We spent the afternoon within a block of our albergue, Tio Pepe, visiting the church, the bar, and talking with other pilgrims. A final day of rest tomorrow, followed by a taxi ride with Enrique to Astorga, and the walk will continue. Hospital de Abrigo is well known for its beautiful medieval bridge. In 1434, the knight Suerio de Aqueños organized a tournament in which he challenged all men who wished to cross the bridge to a jousting tournament. His aim was to be able to marry his true love. The tournament lasted from July 11th to August the 9th, and Don Suerio claimed to have broken 300 lances, thus assuring his marriage.
Oh, here we have a weary pilgrim approaching. Trout, anchovies, beef carpaccio, octopus, garlic shrimp.
Oh, maybe I'll get that.
Yeah, homemade croquettes. Ooh, tarta helada.
Ice cream cake.
Spanish fried milk.
Helada mixta. What are they?
Croquetas a la casa.
Coffee con leche. Karen. Astorga Cathedral was built between the 15th and 18th century, combining Gothic, Renaissance, Baroque, and neoclassical elements. The magnificence, especially of the massive columns inside, cannot be overstated. Works of art and intricate carvings abound. As the eye looks up, inspiration appears. The St. James I have become aware of on this pilgrim is the one that comes from the hearts and minds of hundreds of thousands of people who have walked before me. The Camino is built on a foundation of their struggles with meaning, with consciousness, and faith, or the lack of it. It is because of them that there is a Camino. The Bishop's Palace in Astorga was designed by Antoni Gaudi, a Castilian architect known for his whimsical designs. It consists of a castle, a church, and a mansion. It now houses the Museum of St. James's Way. Designed by Gaudi as the bishop's residence in 1887, the building was completed by the architect Ricardo Garcia Huerta. It's an open secret among pilgrims of this traveling life that you become addicted to the horizon. Although the ankle is still sore, we're once again walking regular daily distances of 18 to 20 kilometers. As we move upward from Astorga to Rabanal del Campo, I'm reminded of Leonard Cohen's words, "There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in."
Okay, we're almost to the top of this mountain. I think the flies are causing more problems.
We gotta move or the flies are gonna take over.
Okay.
Bonsaban. Fixer-upper. Hi, buddy. Hi. Long time no see. See ya. Best pizzeria in Spain. There's where we started, way down there.
The Cruz de Ferro, or Iron Cross, is an important symbol no matter what your beliefs. Here you join the hundreds of thousands who have stopped and left their own stones. Pilgrims typically place a stone carried from home at the base. Placing it symbolizes a release of burdens or a prayer of gratitude. The Camino dog and his owner walk in memory of a partner who passed away a year ago.
look for make a place. 2 years ago, in this time, no, we stay this time 2 years ago. It's everything is closed, everything is blocked.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I decide to prepare this. Yes, in Boston.
At the beginning of the 12th century, the Knights Templar took possession of this fortress in Ponferrada. Over the years, they reinforced and extended it to use as a place of protection for pilgrims on their way to Santiago. The Knights Templar started in the year 1118 after the First Crusades. The order protected the three most important pilgrimages in Christianity, the routes to Jerusalem, Rome, and Santiago. There were 20,000 Knights Templars, but only about 10% were soldiers. Others were good with money and set up one of the earliest banking systems in Europe at a time when Christianity needed money for the Crusades. By the beginning of the 14th century, they were lending a lot of money. At this time, the King of France was captured in the Holy Lands. He asked the Knights Templar to pay his ransom. He eventually owed so much money to the Knights that he decided to hatch a plan with Pope Clement V that will lead to their downfall. Based on the rituals used to become a knight, the Templars are accused of being sorcerers and warlocks. The master of the Knights Templars is captured in 1312. Before he died, he put a curse on anyone who had anything to do with his death, saying that they would die within a year. In fact, both the king and pope died strange deaths less than a year later. Jacques de Molay put his curse on them on Friday the 13th. The Knights Templar disappeared soon after this. Some say that they simply went underground. There are even defenders of pilgrims along the Camino today who claim to be modern-day Knights Templar.
Hola.
Hola.
Well, it's raining here, but blue sky up there.
I only need a simple touch today, a ray of sun or a drop of rain, song of a bird, rustling leaves, water cleansing my face, warm mug in hand, solid ground underfoot. In the simple, I experience the love of today. Refugees from the rain.
We live near Placerville.
As we walk this path, I'm reminded of something Paul Coelho wrote in his book, The Pilgrimage. Quote, "We are travelers on a cosmic journey, stardust swirling and dancing in the eddies and whirlpools of infinity. Life is eternal. We have stopped for a moment to encounter each other, to meet, to love, to share. This is a precious moment. It is a little parenthesis in eternity."
All right.
He does every day.
No.
We get that for breakfast.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Ice cream is walking away.
That's okay. Ultreia Peregrino, and she said that you were the guy to see for churros.
Anything, it's donation. Donation, you Video or photo?
Video, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Watch out.
All right, you better get my good side, and I don't have one.
Churros. That is a good churro. Good thing I still got the ponytail. It gives me credibility in places like this. Casa Los Pescadores.
One, two. Great. Thank you so much.
Buen camino.
That was good.
Thank you.
Lavanderia.
Finally getting to try the famous garlic soup. Stay away from me.
You don't want to care. The church in Osabrero was founded in the year 836 and is one of the oldest along the Camino. It houses the golden chalice associated with a Eucharistic miracle in the year 1300. According to legend, a man named Juan Satin, a devout Catholic, attended Mass despite a horrible storm that prevented others from attending. The priest, who had lost his faith, was not happy to see him. As the Mass began and he read the words of consecration, the host and wine turned into real flesh and blood. Both the chalice and the patine where the miracle took place are still in the church today. Don Elias was the parish priest from Osabrero who revived the Camino by painting yellow arrows all along the way in 1984. These stories of strength are part of Camino legend. My story as we walk is to simply be present. They are a part of my trail, my Tao. The meaning of life is simply to live in harmony and to be present. The light from my candle and the prayer associated with it are the miracle of my presence. Perfect walking weather. Buenos dias.
If you've not experienced something for yourself, then it's not real for you. So it is with pilgrimage. On this day, we experience gratitude for the morning dawn, the songs of birds, the views across valleys, the rich smell of manure, and the beauty of a 200-year-old tree. It is said that before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back at the paths she has traveled. From the peaks of the mountains, the long and winding road crossing forests and villages, and in front of her she sees an ocean so vast that to enter there seems nothing more than to disappear forever. But there is no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean, because only then will fear disappear, because that's where the river will know it's not about disappearing into the ocean, but of becoming the ocean.
Y arriba en abajo donde the fight between heaven and earth, the brothers.
This family offers a wide range of delicious homemade food and drink from their home along the Camino. Donations are accepted but not required. A stamp or sello for our credential was also available. That other bar was crazy. This one is 1.5 kilometers away and super tranquil.
There's a lesson in this. Never stop at the first bar.
Castro de Castromaior is an Iron-Aged walled village inhabited between the 4th century BC and the 1st century AD by 3 different populations. It contains a main enclosure where houses were surrounded by walls. Today, as we walk among the foundations, we can wonder about and feel the lives of the tens of thousands who once lived here. Galician wind and fog. 7:30 in the morning.
There are many other yellow earth.
Along the way, I have discovered that a pilgrimage is not the same as just walking. After hiking for several hours, you fall into your own rhythm. The repetitive pulse of your steps or your hiking poles frees up space in your mind for the big questions. What were you before you were born, and what will you become after you die? While questions about the past or future are unknowable, trekking empties your mind so you can be fully in the present. Pilgrimage focuses you on the beauty of the present. This is the true meaning of the pilgrimage. Un cerveza y Coca-Cola at the end of a day. Sitting at the Panaderia bar, watching this old house fall apart. If one were to tell an unborn child that outside the womb there is a glorious world with green fields, high mountains, and vast seas, with a sky lit by the sun and the moon, the unborn child would not believe such absurdity. In the dark womb, how could he imagine the indescribable majesty of this world? In the same way, when the mystics speak of worlds beyond scent and color, people blinded by their earthly view cannot perceive this reality.
Far before we walk into Santiago.
Cheers.
From David White's poem, Santiago, he wrote, quote, "As if all along you had thought the end point might be a city with golden towers and cheering crowds, and turning the corner at what you thought was the end of the road, you found just a simple reflection, and a clear revelation beneath the face looking back, and beneath it another invitation, and the road still stretching on."
It was crazy though. You're walking on the stairs. Oh my god. It wasn't stairs. It was like imagine climbing on a roof. Yeah. It was my idea. And so you had to. Yeah.
The term pilgrimage is used to allegorically express on two different levels the journey to a holy place and perceptions formed along the way. This dimension of pilgrimage is present in most philosophies. An important principle of Taoism is that the Tao is often defined as the way to perfection. Buddhism defends the inner journey to reach Nirvana, and it also puts forward a way to achieve liberation known as the Eightfold Path. And in Jewish tradition, the name of Jehovah means God of the Way.
Se eleva hacia el cielo, de igual manera se eleva.
In Celtic spiritual tradition, it is believed that the soul radiates all about the physical body, what some refer to as the aura. When you connect with another person and become completely open and trusting with that individual, your two souls begin to flow together. Should such a deep bond be formed, it is said that you have found your anam cara, or soul friend. A pilgrim arrives in Compostela thinking he wants nothing more than to stop. For a day or two he stands still or lies on a bed deep in dream. Then a day comes when he awakens. The road calls again. Time to go to Finisterre. What will you find there? There's only one way to find out. So a pilgrim sets off, in our case by bus. One thing is certain, when you reach the place called the end of the world, some pilgrims will fall off, others will not. But the end was never the point. It was always about the journey. The videos I created over the past 50 days help us remember and reflect on the beauty that we experienced. When somebody asks, why did you walk 800 kilometers across Spain for a second time, perhaps the videos will help explain why. However, videos only show the experience through sight and sound. They do not capture smells, taste, and touch, nor do they capture the heat and cold, the exertions required to go up a steep trail, or the care and pain created by a steep rocky descent. As in life, a part of the journey is about how we deal with problems and injuries. There will be both. Blisters, sore knees, sprains, and today COVID were all along our path. These challenges are all a part of the way and bring an even greater appreciation for the wonder of each day. For anyone contemplating walking the Camino de Santiago, it is important to remember that everybody walks their own way. As in life, nobody knows what their particular Camino or journey will be until it is over. Do not begin the journey with a set of expectations or plans based on somebody else's stories. The Camino will write your own story and provide you with your own set of memories, pictures, or videos. Our videos are reflections of our journey. Where you let them take you is up to you. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin.